Don't Be Horrid, Henry by Francesca, illustrated by Tommy Ross. Chapter 1. Henry was a horrid baby. He screamed in the morning, he screamed in the evening, at night he never slept. He put breakfast on his head, lunch on the floor, dinner on the walls. And his nappies, what a stink! Then Peter was born. Chapter 2. Peter was a perfect baby. He smiled all day and slept all night. His nappies were never dirty. Well, almost never. Henry was not very happy when Peter arrived. In fact, he was furious. "I've had just about enough of this baby," he said to Mom. "Goochie, goochie, goo," said Mom. "Time to take that baby back to the hospital," said Dad. He said to Dad. "Who's my little Frankins?" said Dad. Henry glared at Peter. "This house isn't big enough for both of us," he thought. Chapter 3. Henry tried posing Peter. He tried dumping Peter. He tried losing Peter. He tried letting the wind blow him away. "Perhaps he'll live," thought horrid Henry, hopefully. Unfortunately, Peter didn't. He just grew bigger and bigger, sitting in Henry's chair, playing with Henry's toys, swinging on Henry's swing, and beginning a total nuisance. "Mom, Peter's kicking me!" screamed Henry. "Don't be a telltale, Henry." "Dad, Peter's busting my teddy. He's only little Henry." "Mom, Henry's hitting me," said Peter. "Don't be horrid, Henry." "Dad, Henry's knocking down my Lego." "Don't be horrid, Henry." "Why does Peter ever get into trouble?" mumbled Henry. Chapter 4. Then horrid Henry had a wonderful wicked idea. "Peter," said Henry sweetly, "would you like to dig a hole to China?" "Oh, yes," said Peter. Henry pointed to Mom's noodly dog flower bed. "Dig here," he said. "It's easier." Peter started digging. Soon there was a lovely big hole. "That's great work, Peter," said Henry. "Why not show Mom?" Peter told it off. "Tee," thought horrid Henry. Mom came outside. "Ah!" she screamed. "Henry, how dare you dig on my flower bed?" "I didn't do it," said Peter. "Peter did." "Don't be horrid, Henry," shouted Mom. "Go to your room." "It's not fair," wailed Henry. Chapter 5. Next day he tried again. "Let's surprise Mom and draw her a picture," said Henry. "How about the walking ship?" "Yeah," said Peter. "We need a huge space," said Henry. "I know. Let's draw on the walls." "On the wall?" said Peter. "We couldn't fit a whole Viking ship on a tiny piece of paper," said Henry. "And just think how pleased Mom will be when she sees it." "Okay," said Peter. Henry giggled and sneaked off. This time he'd get Mom himself. Mom, Peter is doing something terrible," said horrid Henry. "He's drawing on the walls." Mom ran upstairs. "I didn't do it, my hand did," said Peter. "It was Henry's idea." "No, it wasn't." "Don't be horrid, Henry," shouted Mom. "But I didn't do anything," said Henry. "You are the idiot. You should have stopped him," said Mom. "Go to your room." Chapter 6. The next day, Mom took Henry and Peter to the park. Henry felt very sad. He couldn't get rid of Peter, and he couldn't get Peter into trouble. Maybe he could push Peter into a puddle when Mom wasn't looking. Suddenly, a huge dog ran after Peter. Grrr, snarled the dog. Help! Squeaked Peter. Henry didn't stop to think. Go away, dog! He shouted in his most horrid voice. Peter started to screaming. Mom ran up. Don't be horrid, Henry! She shouted. Henry's not horrid, said Peter. He saved me. My hero, said Mom. Henry allowed his mother to hug and kiss him. He supposed he was happy to be a hero for a day. But tomorrow, watch out. Thank you for listening.